There are two types of games in the world. There's a story behind that. This is your daily message from Chad number 1042 to upgrade your mental game today by telling yourself a better story. Because the most important story you hear is the story you tell yourself. This message is dedicated to Michael Novelli. Here's the upgrade. You are playing a finite game, but upgraded thinking plays the infinite game. Here's the story. Nellie died March 21st, 1985 from cancer at age 73. She was survived another 25 years by her husband, John, who lived to be almost 100. They were high school sweethearts, meeting their freshman year. They married at 21 and celebrated over 50 years of marriage together. But John never moved on from Nellie. To mark her passing on the 21st day of each month, he wrote her a love letter. He continued this ritual for 25 years. John lived his whole life around the game of basketball. Basketball is a finite game. There are set rules, a court that marks boundaries of play. Games are timed with a start and finish with winners and losers. That's how finite games work. Most sport matches, board games, business, politics, and wars are played as finite games. The objective is to win. The rules are fixed. The time is defined, and the attitude is competitive. But there's another game. As opposed to finite games, there are infinite games. These two types of games were defined by philosopher James Carse 40 years ago in his book, Finite and Infinite Games, A Vision of Life and Play and Possibility. In finite games, the focus is on outcomes, rankings, victory, and closure. Players play to end the game. Once someone wins, the game is over. The purpose of an infinite game is to perpetuate the game itself, to enable ongoing play, growth, learning, and possibility. You play to continue playing, not to end it. The outcome is the thriving and flourishing that participating in the game provides. Why the distinction matters is many people and organizations mistakenly treat infinite aspects of life, like career, business, health, relationships, society, as if they were finite games. This leads to burnout, short-term thinking, zero-sum mentalities, and collapse when winning doesn't bring lasting fulfillment. Infinite players focus on playing better rather than winning. There is no winning at life, career, relationships, or art. John was really good at a finite game like basketball. He coached the UCLA basketball team to 10 championships in 12 years and at one point had an 88-game winning streak. But John Wooden recognized finite games were just practice for the infinite games of life. In fact, he would tell his players not to ask, quote, "Did I win? Did I lose?" Those are the wrong questions. The correct question is, did I make my best effort? That's what matters. The rest of it just gets in the way, end quote. Viewing the finite game of basketball through that lens helped him play the infinite game of marriage. Even death couldn't kill the love and connection with Nellie, and he used those monthly letters to keep playing the game. The better story to tell yourself is, I view all of life as play and possibility rather than contest to be won. Notice which games you're playing in each domain of life today, and choose the infinite stance whenever possible. Focus on playing better rather than winning. Finite games are really only fun inside an infinite game. Most of what truly matters in existence is infinite. Recognizing this shifts you from a scarcity-driven, win-lose mindset to one of abundance, creativity, and joyful participation. Stop trying to win life and start playing it so the play never ends. Tell me a story of finite and infinite games to fromchadsmith@gmail.com. Send someone a text and ask them, what was your favorite board game growing up? You can get a free copy of my book, The Most Powerful Story in the World, by going to fromchad.gumroad.com. The transcript of this message and hundreds of others are always available at www.fromchad.com.